What a week, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I have two screens. I got one like Rachel. I got one Rachel. So whichever one I'm looking at, I still looking at y'all. I just don't like to look directly into the phone because I can't see myself. Okay, I don't like it, but I could try. I could try to do it. Okay. This story happened when I was living in Nassau, and I think I was in high school, middle school, somewhere around there, like 9 or 10. I want to say grade 9 or 10, one of them. I came home from school, right? And it was a normal day. I did my homework and I went to bed. Now, my mother, she was not in town during this because she used to travel a lot when I was in school. But she wasn't home during this. So it was just me and my daddy home. I think my sister was home, but no. If I was in grade 10, my sister probably, no, my sister was at college. So it was just me and my daddy. My mommy wasn't home. I don't know why she wasn't home. But it was me and my daddy home. Now, we went to bed, and my daddy, he is lock up the house, like door lock, window lock, back door lock, the stove lock, the fridge lock, everything lock up. He's check everything. Everything is be lock up. Nothing is be on. No light is be on, no nothing. Once my daddy lock up that house, the house lock up, go to bed. Okay? So I went to bed. Now, I woke up at like 3 a.m., middle of the night. I know what y'all say. Amy, that's witching hour. Bitch, I surely found that out. Okay. I woke up at 3 a.m. I walking down the hallway to go get some water from the kitchen. Now, I could try to put like a little layout of like how my hallway... Actually, no. Because y'all fucking weird. And some of y'all might try to find my house. No. Because some of y'all don't know where I live. No. I ain't giving y'all a layout. No. Okay. It was a hallway, and then I had to turn to go to the kitchen. And we have like little steps going down into our kitchen. It's not even nothing big. It's just like 2 or 3 steps, you know? So I go into the kitchen for some water. Now, I go straight to the fridge, right? But keep in mind, when I walking into the kitchen, I could see everything in the kitchen. Our kitchen is normal size. It ain't nothing big. It ain't nothing small. It's a normal size kitchen. We live on the island. We don't need nothing big. It's a normal size kitchen. So I could see everything in the kitchen. I see the faucet. I get goosebumps talking about it. Oh my gosh. I see the faucet. Faucet ain't on. Ain't on, right? Cool. I go to the fridge. Now, I was being a little a little menace. You know how like when your mommy put the gallon of water in the fridge and like the tub, whatever, you know the pitcher of water they put in the fridge? My mommy used to have one of them in the fridge, and we were not supposed to drink from it. But I was a little menace. So instead of getting a cup, I opened the little pitcher and I poured it into my mouth. I was so thirsty. Okay? I was so thirsty. Anyway, I take a gulp of water. As soon as I took a gulp of water, the faucet behind me turned on full blast. I am not joking. I turn around because it scared me. So I jump and I was like, what the fuck? I turn around. The faucet is on, but nobody in the kitchen. Keep in mind, only me and my daddy home. Wait. No, I lie. I don't think it was only me and my daddy. I think I went to bed last and my daddy... Yeah. Okay. I mixed up the story. Me and my daddy wasn't the only one home. No, I think we was. Anyway, I see the faucet. I look around. Nobody in the kitchen. What do you mean? So I go to the faucet. I honestly wasn't thinking nothing of it. I was just like, okay, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it glitch. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I really don't know. But I didn't catch on as quickly as I did because I was so sleepy. Like, you know when you go to the kitchen half sleep drunk and you just get something to drink and then you go back to the room? That's how I was. I was sleepy as shit. So I didn't notice, like I noticed with my eyes, when my brain didn't process what happened, right? So I turned the faucet off. I walked back to the fridge because I still had the pitcher in my hand. So I put the pitcher back in the fridge. I closed the fridge door. As soon as I closed that fridge door, that water faucet, turned on full blast again. That's when I realized, oh, it's about to happen again. Now, I know y'all saying, how the hell you was so calm? It's because I had experienced things like this way before this thing happened. I was already experiencing like paranormal stuff in my house that my sister wasn't experiencing. So it's like they would only choose me or my mommy. It's only me or my mommy that would see these things. And my daddy would sometimes see these things, but he wouldn't say anything. He's a man, obviously. He was a man, okay? He's a man. He wouldn't say it to me, but I think he would tell my mommy, like, I don't know. But as far as I was concerned, it was only really me and my mommy that used to be experiencing these paranormal things. So I was already used to it. But I had never had something like this happen to me, okay? I had never had something in my physical world be messed with in the way that was messed with. Something turned my faucet on not once, twice. Something turned my faucet on twice while I was in walking distance of my faucet. You couldn't salvage no adrenochrome from me because I wasn't scared, buddy. I wasn't scared. I was not scared, okay? I say hell to the no. I turn the faucet off again. I go walk up the steps. As soon as I start walking up the steps, I take the second step. I look forward at the end of the short piece of hallway that is cut. At the corner of the hallway, I saw a man in a top hat. But I know y'all could be like, okay, I know you was scared. I was at first. At first, I was taken aback. I was like, and when I saw him. But there's this thing with me where it's like, when I see spirits or things that are not of this world, I can kind of tell if they're evil. Like if they have a bad aura or not. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, aura is for humans and not the dead. I know. But like, I can't explain what it is. So I can just tell that he wasn't there to hurt me. So he was standing in the corner. And I just walked past him. I was like as I walked past, I was like I was not taking my eye off of him, okay? So I walked back to my room. I did turn my back. I did turn my back. But again, it didn't feel like he was gonna hurt me. So I went to my room. I politely closed the door and I gone back to sleep. So when I woke up, I had figured that I had a dream, right? Because I told you I was in like a drunken sleep-like state when I woke up to get water. So I was like, okay, let me ask my daddy. So I said, Daddy, in the morning, I was like, Daddy, did you leave the water faucet on last night? He was like, what do you mean? I said, the kitchen faucet. Did you leave it on last night? Because when I went to get water in the middle of the night, the faucet was on. And he was like, no, baby, I closed the kitchen. I was like, what? I said, what? He was like, yeah, I lock up the kitchen and the faucet wasn't on, the lights was off, everything was off. He's like, I closed up the kitchen last night. He's like, faucet would have been on. So I then told my daddy what happened the night before. And I was like, I don't know if I tripping, but I could swear that the faucet turned on last night and I thought you left it on. So I was like, I just want to ask you to see, but now you telling me you ain't leave the faucet on. Now I getting really, really scared. Like I told y'all, the thing that I saw, it didn't feel like it was gonna hurt me. So I didn't react in a fearful way, right? But yeah, after my daddy told me that he didn't leave the faucet on, I knew it wasn't a dream and I actually did get water and all of that actually did happen. That still scares me to this day. I literally have goosebumps. It scares me to this day because I still don't know what that was. I don't know what I saw, but that's not the first time that I saw the top hat man. Come to find out, a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, I was scrolling Facebook. Other people have seen this man. Who is this man? Why is he just visiting people in the middle of the night? You scare us. You're scary. So, that was my Faucet ghost story. So whenever I have the time to film another one, I will. I may film another one right after this. I just don't know if I want to let y'all in on all my ghost stories yet. If y'all like this one, I may post another one. I have a lot of ghost stories. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of those good things. Be nice in the comments. I can't tell y'all how tired I am of seeing negative comments. Like, it really irritates my soul because why are you taking time out of your day to hate on me? I did nothing to you, honey. I don't know you. I just a little island gal and you ran here bothering me? Please.